So YouTube breaking takes on. I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like and subscribe. As you always watch full video.
Before the new update on this Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane situation, it was already bad for Gucci Mane. But it just got worse. And Gucci Mane is now in a situation that I don't think really gonna end well for Gucci. It's a lose-lose either way. We'll get back to the video shortly about currently, I think, but
in the alleged robbery.
Downloading the app and using code FLAKKO to get $10 on your first deposit.
Suspects involved in the robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane have been arrested. Officials say the alleged ringleader behind the attack was rapper Pooh Shiesty. Our Preseda Olguin has been on top of this story and has the latest.
Aside from learning that the ninth and final suspect has been arrested, we've been able to obtain video which shows the FBI at Pooh Shiesty's home the day he was arrested. Take a look at that video. This happened in Memphis. Federal authorities say Shiesty was the ringleader behind the attack on Gucci Mane here in Dallas. That incident happened back in January at a music studio located off Dallas Parkway. The DOJ says Gucci Mane and two others were allegedly kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint. They say 9 people were involved, including Pooh.
9 people is crazy though, bruh. Like, why do you need all these people? Supposedly.
Shiesty's father and Big 30. For background, Pooh Shiesty signed on to Gucci Mane's record label back in 2020. And according to the DOJ, Pooh Shiesty is the one who set up the meeting to discuss his recording contract.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
We knew from the very beginning of this indictment that Gucci Mane was snitching and working with them folks, and that Gucci Mane identified Pooh Shiesty and snitched on Pooh Shiesty. Now, Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane and an off-duty officer and a bunch of white folks who are rich.
Oh, you fucked. You fucked. No, cause I seen a post. I guess it was saying that, all right, that they don't have no concrete evidence of this situation happening, right? Mind you, I went to jail for strong arm robbery. The guy didn't have no evidence of me doing anything to him. Mind you, I had a public defender. Pooh Shiesty's gonna have a paid lawyer, but you, Gucci and them, they gonna have paid lawyers, and then plus you got an off-duty officer. His word is bond. His word is, nigga, then and that's God. They're gonna believe him. It's a cop. They're gonna believe him. So people think, oh, you can't be locked up over hearsay. It's no video evidence. He's gonna be good. No. If Gucci still comes to court, and it don't even just take Gucci. If the other people come to court and say he was the one that did this to me, you're done. They don't need no video. All it takes is a person to come to court and stand on what they say. If Pooh Shiesty's lawyer, when they do cross-examination, if they don't fold, if the person fold, then he might get off. Cause hey, more like he's lying because he folded. You know, he was questioning him. He couldn't keep up with the answers, and he folded, and you got it. But if he stand on it, he and the jury believes him, Pooh Shiesty is done. And then plus, you got 9 witnesses or 9 other people with you or 8 other people with you. All of them don't have the money that you had. Somebody is going to take a deal and snitch on you. I kind of guarantee that.
He was on an ankle monitor. So
in that,
Pooh Shiesty did himself a
in that, and you got the ankle monitor that proves that you were there.
service. But the thing with snitching, there ain't no halfway snitching or halfway telling, especially in this situation. You see, Gucci Mane did what he did by identifying Pooh Shiesty to the police officers and to the feds and getting Pooh Shiesty this indictment. But after the update we just got, after it was announced, the feds don't really got too much on Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, or Big 30. They don't really got that much on them. And they admitted that. They are relying heavily on witnessed account of things. They're relying heavily on people who were present to tell and snitch on Pooh Shiesty. That means that Gucci Mane got to take this stand or risk Pooh Shiesty walking.
New development tonight in the arrest.
Think about it. If he don't, what I don't know, I kind of think that he's not, But then again, this is a business situation, bro. Like people, everybody trying to put it all together. Like, oh, it's snitching just in general, but this is business, bro. This is business. This ain't got nothing to do with the hood. This ain't got nothing to do with the streets. This is business. If Gucci don't testify, that means that contract that he made him sign is going to be legit, and he's gone. But if he takes a stand, that means that contract he made him sign is not and void. That's coercion. You cannot sign a contract or have a legal contract that was signed under coercion because it wasn't legit.
Of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. He and 8 others are charged with kidnapping rapper Gucci Mane. Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., and another Memphis rapper known as Big 30 appeared in federal court today. Action News 5's Caitlin Miller was in the courtroom in downtown Memphis. So Caitlin, fill us in. What happened today?
Yeah, Joyce, so they're actually still in there, but what I can tell you is that a special agent from the FBI, Marcellus Hobbs, from the Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, took the stand, and defense attorneys for Lontrell Williams Sr., Pooh Shiesty's father, and Rodney Wright Jr., also known as rapper Big 30, asked Hobbs a key question. Is there any hard evidence, like video surveillance, showing either man possessing a gun or threatening anyone? And Hobbs said no. He also testified that no concrete evidence was found in Wright's car or Williams' homes when they were arrested. But even so, the judge ruled there is still probable cause for both men and all defendants who appeared today based on cell phone data, outside surveillance video, and victim statements that stand uncontested.
See, especially when you got Pooh Shiesty with an ankle monitor on, so like you can't even say, "Hey, no, we weren't even there. We wasn't there." Now. They know that you were there, but it's about proving the robbery now.
Right now, we're still waiting for the detention decision, so we're watching to see whether they'll be held or released as we move forward.
Gucci Mane is in a lose-lose situation. He already identified Pooh Shiesty on paperwork. His reputation is already dirt. However, there is a drastic difference between identifying somebody in paperwork, and maybe you could talk your way out of that, and taking a stand, pointing at them and snitching on camera for everybody to see. You can't know.
Yeah, but the internet still ain't gonna go for that. The internet still feeling like you snitch, which he did. But it's like my thing is like it's I don't know. People tied everything into snitching, especially when it comes to black culture. Snitching is for gang members. Gang members. That is who that's for. Street people. And Gucci is one of them. So therefore, that's why it looks bad, because you are one. You are a street nigga. You are a member. But this wasn't some street activity that he's telling on. This is business. But then again, as a street dude, you still can't tell. That's the whole thing about it. That shit's so dumb, boy. That's just so dumb. You're still not supposed to tell as a street dude. Now that you're doing business moves, you still have the rules hanging over you, and you cannot tell.
Of a comeback from that. Well, if these folks are admitting we don't got much on these people, we don't got much physical evidence on them. What we do have though is witness account of things, witness statements, people who are gonna take the stand and testify. If Gucci Mane doesn't testify, because Gucci Mane was the one who was in the room with Pooh Shiesty when he got robbed. He was the only one there. So if Gucci Mane...
But they robbed the other people too, though.
Doesn't take that stand and doesn't testify on Pooh Shiesty, well, Pooh Shiesty could walk. And if Pooh Shiesty walks or get found not guilty, well, Pooh Shiesty is coming home as an absolute living legend because the streets know Pooh Shiesty did it. Gucci Mane...
Streets think Pooh Shiesty did it. We wasn't out there.
You told for no reason initially because your name is in that paperwork. So now people is looking at you as a snitch, and the person you told don't got no consequences and they free. And that may have implications because if you don't take the stand, well, guess what? You're telling them folks that you signed that contract under duress. The contract released for Pooh Shiesty, Gucci saying I signed that under duress. Well, if you don't take the stand and you don't cooperate any longer, well, Pooh Shiesty got you on camera signing that contract. He can say, I didn't do that under duress. Like I didn't put put no gun in Gucci Mane's head and made him release me from my contract. He lying. I went to court, federal court, and got found out not guilty of this. Now, Gucci Mane risked Pooh Shiesty walking free from the contract, beating the Fed case, becoming the biggest rapper on the planet, and Gucci Mane gets nothing. But if Gucci Mane do go to court,
especially when, again, if the whole story was strictly on Shiesty just winning and made him sign a contract, it's still crazy, but that's one thing. I think the thing that's gonna make him do it, because it ain't like Gucci broke. It ain't like the nigga broke. But like, yes, you are fresh home. You do have, you know, some attention.
and take that stand. Well, guess what? Now Gucci Mane's reputation is done forever. Gucci Mane can never show his face again in hip hop. Gucci Mane is now a pariah and is now ostracized from hip hop forever. Now, based on who you're talking,
Why? Meg not. Meg told on Tory. Meg told on Tory and still flourishing. Nothing wrong. Nothing happened.
to, Gucci Mane got support on one end of hip hop, while the other end of hip hop is saying it ain't cool what you doing,
and committed kidnapping in violation of that. Chat, is Gucci's career done? Gucci's a victim of a kidnapping. According to this,
he's done because the internet thinks that they're all street too. You have motherfuckers who ain't never went to a hood, never been to a meeting, never been on a block, but they've been on the internet block, so that means they're gangster, and they're judging him.
Federal agent Gucci helped them identify the culprits.
Especially again, sorry to keep pausing, but the nigga, you finna lose out on millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. He made you sign a contract to let him up out of it. He finna go sign with 10 to 15 million. He's a current hot artist right now. And then plus he robbed you and your coworkers. Or you and your business people. Nigga, I don't think he's taking the L, bro. I don't think he's going like that, because that's a big L that he's gonna take.
I think Gucci should get a pass. He's from Atlanta. For Atlanta rapper not to tell, that'll be breaking news. Yo, chat, it's gonna be viral the day an Atlanta rapper be like, yo, breaking news, this Atlanta rapper, with all the reasons to tell, didn't tell. Who cares? And is Gucci a street guy anymore? This is regular Atlanta business right here. But I got to be honest with you. Shiesty's fried.
In this situation, I'm okay with whatever Gucci does.
Yeah.
I'm okay if he went in there and said, them niggas robbed me. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that, because like I tell people all the time, Gucci, we get out of the street game and get in the rap game so that the rules do not apply to us. Now, but the people that said, "Oh man, Gucci snitch, man, he need to keep it to the streets and this and that right there." Well, it's not streets.
Mm-hmm. And then also, if he keep it like, look, one, who the is finna accept losing that amount of money? Two, you robbed a nigga, you robbed him for his wedding ring. That shit was not cheap. You robbed his business partners for their Rolexes and all that type of shit, chain and shit. That shit wasn't cheap. And then plus, like, nigga, like, you finna take that big of an L for the streets. Like, and then plus, what else is he gonna do? It's either you finna accept you losing all this millions of dollars, or you gonna do what the internet wants you to do and go slide, and then go to jail, and then ruin your whole life. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna keep this shit business, go get your money back, or you gonna keep this shit street and go slide back? And if you go slide, you're done. But I guess that's why PoetikFlakko say either way he's cooked, because if you go get your money back, music wise, you're probably done, because your music is street, so therefore people are you're not street no more, so therefore that's probably done. If you go do something, this shit is done, or you still might have your reputation, but it's over because you're going to jail.
You're dealing with Atlantic Records or these big old record companies. These are banks.
Yeah.
When they go give you money.
Pooh Shiesty went to jail shortly after his career popped off. So let's just say, you know, like the label gave Gucci Mane, let's say, $7 million for Pooh Shiesty. He gave Pooh Shiesty that advance. Pooh Shiesty goes to jail. Pooh Shiesty is in jail. He gets another advance. Let's say, and make me release you out of contract where you still got to recoup. Like, that ain't cool. That ain't boo. Now, let's look at the evidence, though, against Pooh Shiesty here. Because people are saying Gucci Mane is fried. Because if Gucci Mane did that, tell him, but he ain't ready to go the full way, he ain't ready to absolutely just burn his bridge and ruin his face card forever in hip-hop, then Pooh Shiesty is coming home and walking free, based on how the evidence is looking. Now, according to lawyer Mo, who covers a lot of these hip-hop cases, he believes the feds don't really got much on Pooh Shiesty, and it relies on Gucci Mane's testimony, but if Gucci Mane don't testify, then Gucci Mane is still a right for identifying Pooh Shiesty, but then the man he ratted on is free, and now you got to deal with that.
He just said,
Yeah, that is gonna be bad. You snitch on somebody just for them to be released, bro. That's.
This week, 9 individuals, including well-known music artists, kidnapped. This happened back on January 10th. Why is the internet wrong? Well, people who are saying that there's this guy on video pulling a gun on Gucci, if the feds have you on video pulling a gun on Gucci while you're on home confinement, not allowed to have a gun, on January 10th, you get arrested January 11th, maybe January 12th.
Facts. Look at the time we didn't see people go live on Facebook Live, show a pistol, and the police pull up. The same day.
By February, you're cooked. By March, you're already violated and doing your time. This is April. Now, one thing to note, I think the fact that we're in April and this came out today is telling, because Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, was fired today, and we need to turn the page quickly. But I think this case seems, we'll see. I think obviously the feds have charged kidnapping, and the reason why you charge kidnapping is because it's not larceny. The guy didn't rob the recording deal rights. You're never going to prove to a jury that Pooh Shiesty had a premeditated plan to fly out to Dallas, and then he's going to pull a gun on Gucci and get Gucci to sign away the contract rights.
They say it's supposed to be a video of that. It's supposed to be a video of him, of Gucci signing the paperwork. If it's video of that, and Gucci is saying in the midst of that, I was being robbed, I guess that's why he gonna have to testify. Because if you don't, all that shit goes out.
Pooh Shiesty was not picked up until April 1st. Facts, they are not letting Pooh Shiesty to build a case out on some other people who they don't care about, stay out for 3 months while they have him on camera with a gun, and potentially he could have done another crime, and then they would have been never gonna happen. Okay.
My thing is, why isn't that studio on camera? That's crazy. Like, that's kind of crazy, bro. When we all know rappers sadly get robbed a lot.
Okay, now let's talk about.
But I wouldn't doubt if one of these niggas end up snitching on him or Big 30.
About the case, right? So what you have in this case is a case of 6 people who have been charged, okay? And 6 people are there and present. What did each of them do? What is each of their roles? Was there a conspiracy? Did they actually plan and plot to go and be there? None of that shit is going to get proven from the fact that the ankle monitor places him there. None of that shit is going to get proven from the fact that you have surveillance camera from the drugstore across the street showing people leave. None of that shit is going to get proven by any of that. What it will come down to is witness testimony, and that's all it is. And so you're going to see the case play out.
We've never been at a
trial for sure.
More important place in the culture than this moment right here. I would say 2024 was the last time we were at this point in the culture. But what happened? In 2024, we were at a point in the culture where I feel like the general consensus in the culture was the streets got to go. The streets are stupid. And then coincidentally, conveniently, Kendrick Lamar drops a record where he's crip walking, he's blood walking, and now crip walking and blood walking and gang banging is cool again.
It's never going to go nowhere, bro. Even when people that are in it know that the shit is stupid, it's dumb, you're losing your life, your friends losing their life, your loved ones losing their life, you're encouraging other kids to come join this shit too so they can do the same exact dumb thing that you're doing and suffer the same loss that you're suffering. It still is going to continue. It's never going to stop. Especially when you got members who come into social media and try to make it seem like they're extra cool and the thing that they live was cool, especially when you had when like people try to enter the shit again with the after streets. Then you had the other one. What? Ain't no after street. I am the streets and all this book. Like, what, bro? How can you be happy with something that has taken your life? Like, it has ruined your life and took your loved ones away. I have lost a lot of friends, bro. A lot of friends. And they were doing things. So to me, fuck the streets, nigga. It's certain holidays the nigga can't even celebrate because I lost a friend on that day. Fuck the streets, nigga. The streets ain't gave nothing positive to nobody. Nothing. Streets were the dumbest thing black people ever got into. Our ancestors did all that fighting, all that sacrificing, all that majorly sacrificing for niggas to go street and to start killing each other.
Right on time, right on cue. When we were getting ready to make that pivot, Kendrick Lamar made gangbanging cool. Now, we're far removed from that, from that era. Now we're at the pivotal point again where, okay, it's time to make a decision. Is snitching cool or is snitching not cool? I feel like if Gucci Mane goes to that court,
I feel like it's rule for the streets and it's rule for the sidewalk. Sidewalk is civilians. People think that it's all in jail. Mike, don't get it twisted though. I feel like it's rule for each side. But if a civilian snitches on a person from the streets, you can't be mad or surprised, but just know that it's a possibility that this person might make you suffer the consequences as a street person snitching, meaning they can't harm you. So, hey, you have the right to do it. Like, it's like street people, you don't have the right to be telling them because you know what you're signing up for. People in regular life, civilians, not affiliates, you didn't sign up for nothing, so therefore you're not tied to these dumb rules. But if you do cross somebody that's playing these dumb rules, they might make you suffer the consequences of doing that. So be realistic of that. But there are two sets of rules: rules for the streets, rules for the civilians. But don't get it twisted because they do end up blending sometimes, bro, and it be bad.
House take that stand and comes out and survives that stand and survives taking a stand against Pooh Shiesty, and nobody cares and nobody treats Gucci Mane differently, and Gucci Mane still gets to come out here, tour, make music, drop hits, and he still gets to move around the industry freely, they'll be the death of anti-snitching. They'll be the death of it. If Gucci Mane does that, come out, and he's still allowed to operate in the industry and move around freely and do what he got to do, and he still got fans and he's still moving, because we've never seen this before. 6ix9ine came out, 6ix9ine career over with. Gunna is still denying he snitched. Gunna snitching is so dry area, it's so gray area that we don't even, like, some people think Gunna didn't snitch, while some think he did snitch. Right?
So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's why you said it like that. Because, like, he told, but he didn't tell. It's like, he admitted to some shit, but he didn't go, this person did that, this person did this, he did this and did that. My biggest thing when she said, do you have none of the people from the gang doing certain shit? He said yes. But he didn't say what info that he has. He didn't say what knowledge that he has, not about who, nothing. He just said yes, I know, but he didn't ask him what or about who.
Gunna came back to LA, was in the trenches after that incident because folks are saying he didn't snitch. But if Gucci Mane take that stand, point a finger and said that man did it, and get off that stand and survive, that's the death. That's the death of anti-snitching. That's the death of it. We can now move past this conversation on whether or not the culture care about snitching anymore. We don't. This is the most pivotal moment, man. And Gucci is in your corner, man, because if Gucci take that stand and rat and tell dumb white folks that Pooh Shiesty did it, Pooh Shiesty is going to jail for a very long time. If Gucci don't take that stand, Pooh Shiesty coming home. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Would you guys judge Gucci if Gucci take that stand and testify? Let me know, okay? And if you...
My thing is, it's like, bro, like that. if he don't, I guarantee the same statement that Dirk was getting hit with sloth of Ron. They would tell him, nigga, you sloth yourself. He robbed you, nigga. He robbed you and made you sign up out of his contract. And you ain't gonna do nothing? So either way, he's fucked. So like you might as well go in and get your money back at least. Cause nigga, if you don't do nothing, nigga, they gonna think like nigga, you're weak, you're soft, you're not as tough as you make it seem that you are. Even with the shit with Jeezy, homie, you only did that because he came for you. Like people the internet is like it's gonna throw in all type of side little jobs or whatever, side little haymakers. They gonna throw a bunch of shit at you, bro. So be ready, be prepared.